This is TON 618, and it shouldn't be able to exist. It's a black hole so massive that our physics struggles to explain how it ever got this big. Our sun is one solar mass. The black hole at the center of our own galaxy is about 4 million. TON 618 is 66 billion solar masses. 66 billion. It's one of the most massive black holes ever discovered. But the number isn't the disturbing part. The disturbing part is when it existed. Because TON 618 was already this enormous when the universe was still a child. And according to everything we know about physics, that should have been impossible. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what TON 618 is, how we discovered it, why its very existence breaks our models of the early universe, and what it means that something this massive formed before the Earth, the Sun, or you ever existed. Let's start with how we even found it. In 1957, astronomers at the Tonantzintla Observatory in Mexico were cataloging faint blue objects in the night sky. One of them was logged as a dim, unremarkable point of light. Object number 618 in the Tonantzintla catalog, TON 618. For years, nobody thought much of it. It looked like a faint blue star, but it wasn't a star. It was something far more violent. Decades later, astronomers realized that TON 618 was a quasar. And to understand what that means, you have to understand what happens when a supermassive black hole feeds. When matter falls toward a black hole, it doesn't just drop straight in, it forms a swirling disk around it, an accretion disk. And as the material spirals inward, friction and gravity heat it to unimaginable temperatures, millions of degrees. This superheated matter glows so brightly that it can outshine entire galaxies. A quasar is the brightest kind of object in the known universe, and it's powered by a feeding black hole at its core. TON 618 is not just a quasar, it's one of the most luminous quasars ever found. It shines with the light of roughly 140 trillion suns. If you replaced our sun with TON 618's quasar, its brightness would sterilize the Earth instantly, even from the distance TON 618 actually sits at. That light is how we found it. That light is how we measured it. And that light is what revealed the monster hiding at its center. Now let's talk about the size. 66 billion solar masses is a number so large it stops meaning anything. So let's make it real. The black hole at the center of our galaxy, Sagittarius A star, has an event horizon about 24 million kilometers across. Big, but comprehensible. TON 618's event horizon is estimated to be around 400 billion kilometers across. To put that in perspective, our entire solar system, out to the edge of Neptune's orbit, is about 9 billion kilometers wide. You could fit our whole solar system inside TON 618's event horizon more than 1,000 times over, and still have room to spare. Light, the fastest thing in the universe, traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second, would take weeks to cross from one side of TON 618 to the other. This isn't a black hole. It's a region of destroyed space-time larger than most star systems will ever be. But here's where it becomes impossible. TON 618 sits over 10 billion light-years away from Earth. And because light takes time to travel, looking that far into space means looking that far back in time. When we look at TON 618, we are not seeing it as it is now. We are seeing it as it was when the universe was young, barely a few billion years old. Which means TON 618 was already 66 billion solar masses when the universe itself was a fraction of its current age. And that is the problem. Black holes grow by feeding. They pull in gas, dust, stars, and anything else that gets too close, but there's a speed limit to how fast a black hole can feed. It's called the Eddington limit. When a black hole feeds too aggressively, the radiation from its own accretion disk pushes incoming material away. Like a fire so hot, it blows out the very fuel trying to reach it. This limits how fast a black hole can grow. Under normal conditions, following the Eddington limit, there simply was not enough time between the Big Bang and the age we're observing, Ton 618, for it to grow to 66 billion solar masses. Even if it started as a large black hole and fed at maximum speed the entire time, the math doesn't work. The universe wasn't old enough. And yet, there it is, fully formed, impossibly massive, impossibly early. So how did it happen? Scientists have theories, and each one is stranger than the last. The first theory involves what are called direct collapse black holes. In the very early universe, before stars had fully formed, enormous clouds of primordial gas may have collapsed directly into black holes, skipping the star phase entirely. Instead of a black hole starting at a few solar masses from a dead star, these direct collapse black holes could have started at tens of thousands of solar masses, giving them a massive head start, a seed large enough to eventually become a Ton 618. The second theory is even more extreme. Some scientists propose that in the dense early universe, black holes could have merged with each other rapidly, combining, growing, compounding their mass through a series of collisions in an environment far more crowded than the universe today. Multiple massive black holes colliding again and again, building toward something monstrous. And there's a third possibility, the most unsettling one, that our understanding of the early universe is simply wrong. That the conditions right after the Big Bang were different from what our models predict. That black holes could exceed the Eddington limit under circumstances we don't yet understand. Or that the timeline of the universe itself needs to be reconsidered. Every one of these theories requires admitting the same thing. We don't fully understand how the largest structures in the universe came to be. Now here's the part that should stay with you. Ton 618 is not alone. Astronomers have found other ultramassive black holes in the early universe. Quasars powered by black holes, billions of times the mass of the Sun, existing when the universe was less than 1 billion years old. Each discovery deepens the mystery. Each one is another object that, according to our physics, should not have had time to form. And yet, the universe is full of them. These monsters were already ancient when our solar system was just a cloud of dust. They were feeding, growing, and reshaping galaxies billions of years before the Earth existed. Billions of years before the first life appeared. Billions of years before anything that would eventually become you. The truth is, Ton 618 is a message from the deep past, a warning that the universe was doing things we don't understand long before we were here to witness them. Something out there broke the rules we thought the universe had to follow, and it did it in silence, in the dark, more than 10 billion years ago. When you look at Ton 618, you're not just looking at a black hole, you're looking at evidence that our story of the cosmos is incomplete, that somewhere in the early universe, giants formed in ways we cannot yet explain, and that the light reaching us now, after a journey of 10 billion years, is carrying a question we still cannot answer. How did something this impossible come to exist? And what else is out there, hidden in the deep past, still waiting to be found? Follow, because we bring you the objects that shouldn't be possible.